So let's talk about string slicing. So since strings are a sequence of characters, when I assign this value to this variable called sentence, it will look something like this. So each single character has its own index. And if I wanted to access, let's say, the character at index 4, which here we can see is n, we can do that like this. So let's print this. And if I run my code, as you can see, the character there is n. And keep in mind that when we're counting, we're starting from 0 and not 1. So let's say we wanted to access the 7th character, which is actually at index 6, which is t. We can do that by simply changing the number in the bracket here to 6. And if I run my code, as you can see, we are displaying what is at index 6. So now let's try something different. Let's say I wanted to access the very last character in the string, but I don't know exactly what index that is. I can simply do that by using the minus sign. And if I use a minus sign, it basically means I'm starting at the very end of this specific string. So in that case, -1 will be the very last character. And if I run my code, it will be E. And in the same way, if I wanted to access the third last character, so the second last character will be -2, and the third last would be -3. So in this case, if I put -3 here, as you can see, the third last character is A. So there's a few more things we can do with string slicing. Suppose I wanted to get whatever is in between index 2 and index 4. So I'm going from index 2 to 4, and I want to display all of those characters. So this one is a little bit tricky because it will look a little something like this. And I know I mentioned that we're going from index 2 to index 4, but you can think of it this way. I'm just counting from index 2 up until whatever is immediately before index 5. And that is why I have 5 here. So in this case, it will go from CAN, and then it will stop there because the next one is the 5th index. So if I run this code, as you can see, I get the expected result. So in the same way, let's try something different. We'll start from the very first character, and we'll go up until the one right before 10. So if I run this code, you can see that we're getting the expected result. And there's one extra thing that we can do here, and it is how many steps we count by. So in this case, we're displaying every single character from 0 up until 10. But if I wanted to display every other character, all I'll have to do is add one more parameter here. And this is going to be 2. So I will be displaying every other character. And this is going from 0 to the 10th index. So let me run this code. And you can see that we're printing every other character and we're dropping the characters in between. In the same way, if I do every third character, I get the expected results because we're going from 0 and then we're counting 1, 2, 3. And then the next character is A. And then we're counting 3 from A. And then the next character will be T, and so forth.